I left my heart in San Francisco, high on a hill. It calls to me to be where little cable cars climb halfway to the stars. The morning fog may chill the air, but I don't care. My love waits there.
I remember one day I came in the Shape Center and Miss Brown was sitting down at a table. So we started talking and she said, well, there's some grapefruits. Do you want to get some grapefruits? I said, yeah, that sounds good, good. She said, I'm going to take you over there. I didn't know I had to go up in the tree and get them.
Great.
And it was so funny because after I got up in the tree, she started clowning on me. There was her and the other people in the building. And ever since then, I love that lady. She invited me over for tea. We had great conversation. And one of the most important things is that she loved everyone in the Shape Center. You know, and her mindset on life and going around the world, she inspired me. She inspired me not just to be a better person, but it made me understand the wealth that we have in Houston.
Yeah. Yeah.
This here is something that's special. She had this is going to be real brief. She had a roof problem. And I was over having tea with her, and she was talking about her roof, and I said, oh, wow. And she said, well, I'm selling my car. I'm selling my car. And it broke my heart. I bought that car.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Take your time, Charles.
Yeah.
We all feel the same.
I bought that car because Jewel represents all of the Jewels in Houston. I promised her, I went to Africa and she had an opportunity to go. She said, I'm not going without my band. She did not go do this international deal without her band. But I promised her, I said, the next time I have everything set up for you to go. She didn't make it. But you know what? This car, this Jewels of Houston car is going to be a museum.
Wow.
I'm working on it now.
Wow.
But it's not just about, it's about everyone there.
Yeah.
This book and everything that's telling the story, Jewel represent the epitome of what you need to be as a professional, but also a Houstonian.
Yeah.
I was all the way across the world, and they were talking about the El Dorado Ballroom. And we have to get with it. We have rich-minded musicians here that we're forgetting about, but the other part of the world is not. You know, so I'm blessed, Miss Brown.
Yes.
And thank you.
The memory I have is Jewel Brown. I didn't know this cool booty stuff that she was saying all the time. And so she said, well, you'll catch on to it. But every time I come into the Shape Center, she said, keep a cool booty. Mama Obama.
I got a million stories about Jewel, but I'll tell this one. I'll tell this one because this is such a nice, intimate group. I don't know if I tell it in nowhere else. I'll tell y'all. Okay, well, when I started working in the kitchen, I was having a lot of problems with, standing up. Wasn't used to standing up like that. And Jewel got so much knowledge of everything. She said, Sister Girl, go get you these shoes. She told me what kind of shoes to get. Then she said, get you these kind of socks. She told me what kind of socks and everything to get. Get you that back brace. Yeah. Okay, then she said, I got something else for you. She came in one day. She said, I got something else for you. A pair of Jewel's drawers. I ain't playing. A pair of her underwear. She said, these are compression. I said, but Jewel, we kind of a little bit different size, But she said, don't worry about that. They compression. You can wear them. You can wear them. Go in there right now and put them on. And y'all, they were not new ones. They were not new underwear.
Oh boy.
I said, sure. She said, go. I done washed them. I washed them. Go put them on. Go put them on. I said, can I wait till I get home? I said, I got on some. Go put them on. Go put them on. I go in there and put them on top of my other ones. But when Jewel tell you to do something, she said, go put them on. And I did. And okay, that still wasn't enough. She said, come here, let me see. I said, Jewel, I got them on. Let me see. Jewel took my pants. Okay,
Yeah.
Jewel was just like that. She was just that person would just take it and just take it to the extreme.
Yeah.
And so she made, and they did feel good. They felt a lot better. I still have them. She asked me every now and then, you still wearing them? I said, yes, Jewel, I got them.
Got her drawers.
I said, I got your drawers.
Little big girl panties.
Yeah.
I wearing Jewel's big girl panties.
Wow.
Jewel was just, I mean, from head to toe.
Yeah.
Head to toe, Jewel told me what I needed to do
Wow.
for everything, and she was just that for everybody, and that's how she was.
Yeah.
Once Jewel take you into her life, under her arm, she just embraces every part of it. That was nothing, Jewel, and I really didn't share. She called me at 3:00 in the morning, and I said, Jewel, what are you doing up? She said, well, you up too? I said, we call it both girls. But I sit there, I lay there, and just listen to Jewel talk. She talked most about food or something she wanted me to cook.
Yeah.
She found a recipe she wanted me to make or something, but we just talk. And that's how, that's the experience I had with Jewel, and it was just a loving experience. And I loved her, and I will forever miss her.
Talk about the chair that she sit in.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jewel, during COVID, Jewel she didn't get no COVID shots or nothing. She didn't believe in that. So I used to tell her, you stay over there. Because I had my little table where I would sit. I said, you stay over there, Jewel, stay over there. And every now and then she eased a little bit closer to my table. I said, where you going? So before I knew it, Jewel was at my table. She said, I'm sitting over here with you. And I would only sit there when I had a minute and I could sit down, and I'd get me one of those blue chairs because it was comfortable. And Jewel had one. Nobody had those chairs but me and Jewel.
Right.
And so after a while, she slid her chair on over my table. And she just stayed there. That's why she said, I'm going to stay over here with you.
Wow.
So that woman was something else. That was my mentor, my mother. She was just everything, and I loved her dearly.
One quick memory about Jewel the Peacemaker. Some of y'all know I used to MC at Emancipation Park for Juneteenth for many, many years with Doris Ellis Robinson and the Friends of Emancipation Park. I was on that board. I used to MC for Juneteenth. Once the renovation happened at the park and they brought in the Emancipation Conservancy, the Conservancy changed everything up and they brought in new people to do stuff that we have been doing for years, right? Yeah. One of the cats they brought in was Tyranny Malone from KPFT 90.1 FM. I ain't no Tyranny. I ain't know nothing about, I ain't never had no dealings with Tyranny. But they put Tyranny up there to be the MC for Juneteenth, and I was relegated to the satellite stage. I wasn't on the main stage no more. So in me being how I am, and some of y'all know me growing up, I'm a hothead and I'm narcissistic by nature. I have a narcissistic personality. Trait is I'm the most important person in the room.
Yeah.
So by Tyranny having my gig, I didn't like Tyranny.
Yeah.
I don't even know the brother, but I didn't like it. So a few years went by, Tyranny was doing the thing, and Tyranny also as an artist was getting ready to do a display at the Brown Gallery right there at the El Dorado about gospel musicians from Third Ward, Texas.
Yeah.
Big display he was doing. And so he was talking to Jewel about helping him as a consultant for for this display he had to put together about gospel music. Jules said, well, I don't know much about gospel music. I mean, you know, blues, and I don't know much about the gospel artists from Third Ward. But I know who you need to talk to.
Yeah, yep.
Because his mama is in gospel. You need to call Chris Tucker.
His mama is in gospel, and he was.
And she know I know about the history. So she gives Tyranny my number, and Tyranny Malone calls me on my phone, and my phone say, call from Tyranny Malone. I don't want to talk to this man. I don't like him. He got my gig. But I answered the phone. Like, hello. He said, yeah, this is Tyranny Malone. Is this Chris Tucker? I said, yeah, this is Chris.
I don't like you.
He said, look, brother, I'm calling you because Jewel Brown recommended that I call you to ask you about blah, blah, blah. He went on into his spiel there. And when he said, Jewel Brown told me
Yeah, that was it.
to call you.
They calm the waters right there. They calm the waters right there. Take the rough sea out. Made it opportunity.
Y'all has been working on me for these years.
Oh, yeah.
That's where some of that came. Because right then, I immediately stopped being narcissistic, big head, egotistical Chris. And that man said, Jewel Brown said to call you because you know.
Wow.
I opened up my heart and gave that brother, and he put his display. My mama was in his display too.
Wow.
Bless it. Bless it.
But the fact that Jewel had spoken to him about me in a favorable way
Yeah.
and made that brother, who didn't dislike me at all,
Yeah.
he had respect. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But me over
You
here
won.
being a butthead trying to not like the dude because he got the gig that I had for 20-something years. Man, if you don't let that stuff. He told me one time when I got into it at KTSU and it came back to play in this situation, I wanted Deloitte to come get with me to go beat up George Thomas. Because George Thomas fired me for nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Really fired me for nothing.
Yeah. GT.
What Deloitte told me then, it didn't make no sense to me because I was pissed off and he didn't want to do what I wanted him to do. He said, Chris, when the elephants wrestle, the grass gets trampled. What the hell is that got to do? When he fired me from radio station, but nothing behind Carla. I didn't do nothing. Chris, when the elephants wrestle, the grass
It's trampled.
I see it with Tyranny Malone. That's the sweetest dude, the nicest man, best artist, and he loves Third Ward. And the
Yeah, he's a
musicians that
good
are-
guy.
And for me to not be associated with him because I got an issue because he got a gig that I. Chris, when the elephants wrestle,
That's right.
the grass, we all got to be on one accord
There you go.
all the time, and we got to stay there. Jewel the peacemaker.
Jewel Brown was my road dog.
So no.
Yeah.
And we let me see. I met Jewel at the Neville's Cafe
Insane.
inside of Center on Live Oak. So we sat out and talked, and she said, you know, I saw her on a piano way back when they had the it was on African Festival. I saw her playing the piano up there on stage. They didn't have the Gonzola out there, okay? Playing out in the field. I mean, out there. So I told her I saw her out there, and I walked the Brian flute player. His name he just passed away. You know, it's okay. Okay. So I would walk the Brian flute player up there for him to play with Jewel.
Yeah.
So she gave him an opportunity. So when I was talking to Jewel at the cafe, I said, you know, I know I'm going to start a band. And I said, oh, well, you know, I can tell you about how to deal with your band because, you know, I pray everywhere. So at that time, I started my band. It was about 7 years ago. And so I have 4 bands. One band, my first band was Tijana Wiseman and a keyboard player and me playing the drums. So now I have my 4th band, a top level band, okay? You'll see them, okay? Like Crystal City. So when I had that band, Jill would ride me around in her car, and she would tell me about when you go to play, don't let anybody not pay you. Have them to pay you in front before you get on the stage. That was one lesson, okay? But she taught me many lessons, okay? So we would ride around at the State Center on Thursdays. She would sit down at the front door, and I would just go in and sit down by her. And sometimes the Lord would say, "Come on, sit in a circle." Yeah, so you know, I did that. But whenever I got a chance to go, I would go out with her after she went to the restroom. Okay, her belly, whenever she had to go, she had to go. Okay?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. So when she got out, I would have her around my arm, and we would walk out to her car. So this is a few things I have to say about Jewel, but when she had an album, I gave her some money in order to get that produced because there was a guy somewhere in Australia or somewhere like that who was going to produce that album, and Nick Allen had already made the album, so I gave her the money to actually get with this guy and send those CDs back to her. She had a bunch of CDs. She gave me one. She gave some of y'all some also. But oh man, that's all I have to say right now.
Jill was a good brother, good sister. She was fun. She always liked to joke a lot too.
Yep.
And of course, I got a funny time when I show up to Elders Institute of Wisdom. The Lord knows that I have a funny time all the time. So I come in there, and Jewel's always sitting at the door.
Yep.
Right there at the door. The guardian at the door, really, that's what was going on. So I walk in there, I say, hey, Jewel. She turned around, look at me, and say, hey, Booty Cake.
Booty Cat.
I said, what? He said, hey, Booty Cake, keep it cool, Booty.
We laugh about keep a cool booty, but
Yeah.
one of the things she used to instruct me on was me getting mad. That accelerate when your blood pressure.
Yeah.
When you get mad about stuff that people say and do or cut you off, and your blood pressure accelerate go. She used to tell me, you don't need to keep doing that like that. That's
That's better on your heart.
You need to be right there, you know. And now that I'm in a place where I don't let other people aggravate me and make me mad, that keep a cool booty has some merit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Merit
It does.
to staying cool, staying on an equilibrium, you know, keeping yourself cool, calm, and collected.
And I am a crier, but so I'm trying to compose myself. So her love trickled down to me. I've actually just met her in passing, and it was really when I was kind of at my lowest, but she did not know that.
Yeah. Take your time. Take your time.
I just really met her in passing. Okay, so, and I was like really insecure at the time. I had to shave my hair off. I had shaved my hair off. I had this dress I couldn't stand. I was just like, but I had to go to the gym, and it was like so many people everywhere, and I just felt like I just wanted to hide. And then like I've never seen her. Well, I've probably seen her or whatever, but I never have met her. She just grabbed me. She's like, "You are beautiful."
Yeah.
She's like, "Your hair is beautiful. Your dress is beautiful." And like everything I was insecure about at the time, like extremely, like I did not want to be here in this space. And I was like, it was like she looked into my soul. It was like, look, it's okay. Like you know, like your hair is so beautiful. I used to have my hair like that, and I'm like, what? So like, I was like, what's your name? You know, she told me. I was like, I'll always remember that because really that it felt like she freed me like or something. Like so, I always remember her name. And then when I heard that she passed, I was like, wow, you know, like I remember her. You know, like
Yeah.
So that's my little story.
Well, I met Jewel around maybe about 15 years ago, Nedra. I had rented an apartment to her best friend's son over in the bottom, some rental property I have. We'll call her Brenda Thomas. And Jewel was telling me about Brenda's history. She had come out of a very abusive relationship, and a husband at that time had tried to kill her and literally had shot her a couple of times. The husband went to prison, and Jewel nursed Brenda back to life. So throughout this whole journey of Brenda's life, from that abuse to finding herself, she met this wonderful man who was a United pilot who happened to be white. But this man treated Brenda like a queen, literally. And so when he asked Brenda for a hand in marriage, proposed to her, there was a reception at the Red Cat Cafe downtown. And Jewel was the singer there.
Okay.
And she showed up and showed out.
But she always did.
Always did. And so there was that connection from that time only, from here on, with Jewel. And meeting her at Shape, and then when Brenda's husband passed, we lost her. We lost track of Brenda. And every time I'd go to Shape, and Jewel would say, we got to find her. And so I'd go back through my phone calls and contacts and try to find her son. And I'd go back to the penthouse that Brenda stayed in over in River Oaks and stuff, and never could find her. And then finally, maybe about 3 months ago, out of the blue, Brenda texted me. And I was at Shape when I got the text. And Brenda and Jewel reconnected. All three of us. And it was like, there's nothing but God. After all, it was like about 3 or 4 years since we had seen Brenda and stuff. And every time I would see Jewel, classic Jewel, what she said, keep a cool booty. No matter what you're doing, keep a cool booty. And so I will always treasure the many kind words she has for me, the many thoughtful things she said to me, the many messages that she gave to me as part of my journey in life. And so I miss her tremendously. I miss her on her perch in Shape when you get there. You know, I miss her speaking to me and everybody else, but I know she's with us.
Yeah.
She will never leave us.
Greetings, greetings.
Greetings.
This is a beautiful occasion.
Yes.
I'm so happy that I found out about it. Somebody had the note to call me and invite me out. I wasn't invited particularly by the household, but I'm here.
Yes. Yes, you are.
And I'm grateful. Now, my favorite memories of Jewel Brown, I met her in Shape. Such a beautiful spirit, a beautiful energy, always spoke her mind. And, you know, she was not, she said what she meant what she said. You know, but, you know, her word was true, you know. I used to sit with her sometimes in the back of Shape at that time. And I'd come in, she'd be there, and I would join Jewel before I would go into the circle. She was such an awesome inspiration. I used to love to go swimming with her at the Y.
Oh.
She loved,
Yeah.
she loved swimming.
Yeah.
She loved the
Aerobics.
water. She would be there, yes, the water aerobics with bells on. eager to work out and put in the work, and yeah, very encouraging. Her energy was very encouraging. The first time she said, "You got a cool booty?" I didn't know quite how to take that. It's like if you only knew. How cool! It's cool. But another time, she loved to go to the slot machine. Look, if nobody knew, she used to like to go and hit them slot machines.
Oh yeah.
I won $150 with the jewel.
After you lost so much.
I had lost nothing. And that was awesome. But she was such an inspiration. I appreciate love. I'm gonna coin a word. I didn't coin it, but not appreciate. I appreciate love, the energy that she brought, and it was so genuine and so authentic and so real. That you couldn't help but just embrace her essence. So for that, I'm grateful. To God be the glory. It's no goodbyes. It's the great aloha love. The spirit will always remain. The body falls off, but the energy is forever. Hail to the Queen Jewel. Queen of all jewels.
Yeah.
I loved her.
Yeah.
And she loved us.
Yes. She did.
All right. I have so many memories of Miss Jewel. Miss Jewel used to always call me around about on a Thursday, and she'll say, "Oh, what's on the menu for that? The man got it in there. Salmon, burger, that fish, or thirst, some of that tea and all that." I said, "Yes, Miss Jewel, we had it." And I said, "I write it down and have it ready for you."
Yep.
And she would come in, and I said, "Oh Lord, there she is." I tell Ned, there she is. She buzzing in. She come walking out that cane walking. Yeah. And this is it. "Where my seat, Sister Girl?" I said, "It's right here. Miss Jewel, I got it ready for you. Everything ready for you." "Okay, where's my tea? Where's my tea?" So I give her a tea. And I want some water because I can take my medicine with me before I eat. I said, "Okay." And then it's just a lot of things I can say. And I don't want to take so much time.
No, I
Yeah. And she'll call me and then she'll send me. She will send me the message of, a prayer every morning as well. About 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock or something. She'll send me my prayer. So I said, okay. And I sent her one too. What everybody don't know is, Jewel always, she'll tell me, "Lydia, you my favorite waitress."
Only one.
The only one.
I'm the only waitress.
Can't be much your favorite.
You always doing something for me, and I appreciate you so very much.
You everybody's favorite waitress.
I thank everybody.
Yeah.
And then first of all, I enjoy what I do.
Yes.
And I love serving everybody. Especially Miss Jewel. She was my number one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I missed my $20 this Christmas.
All right.
Rest in peace, Miss Jewel.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With the ancestors now.
She was something else now.
That was another thing Dee Dee just brought up. Jewel sending messages at all hours. She'll send you a message at any time, day, and it didn't matter. And I'm a stickler about people sending me messages at odd hours. I get on everybody else to send me at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. Don't be texting me and then hey.
Yeah.
But I never ever stepped out of line and tried to correct Jewel about sending me.
Go off. You already know it's
No,
Jewel. Text you at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
She'll text me anytime. Anytime.
She knew I was
Only when I ain't said nothing about.
And then look, and Christian says every day.
Yeah, every 5 days a week.
Lord, we
Yeah.
gonna say something.
Jewel used to share the messages I sent her.
Yeah.
I sent them to Deloitte, I sent them to Nedra.
Yeah,
Yes, they don't send me no messages. I already got all of that.
yeah.
Number one.
Yeah, we love Jewel. We can all agree.
Absolutely.
We love Jewel. Now,
Anything that we are entitled to, and our tax dollar paid for, because of reparation, you know, money we supposed to have, she would find out where it was.
Oh, yeah.
To get her roof fixed,
Oh,
get her plumbing done,
Right.
she didn't pay for it, she made sure Joe got a whole new roof on her building. You know, because she knew how to deal with
work the system.
what's owed to us.
Yes, yes.
You know, so she, but what somebody ought to take on as a project is do a compilation of all those texts
Yes.
and just put them, do a public, and so said Jewel.
Yeah, so said
Do a
Jewel.
compilation of all of those texts. I got 100 of them. I just have to have my brother find out how to go back and get them.
Yeah.
You know, just compile all some good information on those texts. Something we can use for our future development and growth.
And I know, Lord, what you said was, you can compile those texts and let Carl do it, and then we all can add something to that.
That's what I just said. Everybody get your texts and put them together. And call somebody to put them together. Like you just
Actually,
said.
the last text that I got from Jewel, she was in the rehab place and she called me first, then she started texting me to go over to her house and about her gate that was laying down. Because I had passed by there and told her gate was down and you could get into her yard. So she texted me, told me to go over there, get my gate fixed. I want a remote control thing on it. And I said, Jewel, I'm gonna put a remote control. I said, do you have a remote? No, girl, find one. You need to find one. You get one.
Come on.
And she texted me. Now this is like at 2:00 in the morning. And so after a while we did hang up and go and talk. But she had texted me about going over her house, finding somebody to fix her gate, finding a remote control that she didn't have. I said, how do I supposed to do that, Jewel? You'll find out. Figure it out. You'll figure it out. So I did. I found actually one of her neighbors. She had told me one of her neighbors had the same gate that she wanted. So I went. The neighbor. We was parked out there. And he saw us over there looking at Jewel's property. And they watch out for her. So they saw me over there. Me and Dee Dee. And he came over and he said, oh yeah, I got that gate like that and I can give you the information. And they'll put a new remote that'll open it. I said, okay. So I got all the information. And I put it in a text for Jewel and let her know what we needed. She would put on, she had on the text, do this, and do this. Don't worry about no money. You know I got you. You just go and pay for everything. And I said, Miss Jewel, I ain't worried about, I ain't say Miss Jewel, I call her Jewel. I said, Jewel, you know I got it. I said, don't worry about it. I'm going to get it fixed. You asking me to do it. I'm going to do it. And so when I got all that, I did send those texts to her son. Because this is something that she wanted done, and she was concerned about getting that done. She said, I want my property right. And so, you know, to me, I just felt like I should give it to her, the family, so they can take care of her. To me, those were her last wishes.
Absolutely.
This is what she was asking,
Yes.
saying that she wanted to have her gate put up there. So I
Yes.
told him this is what Jewel wanted, and I forwarded him those text messages. And I really was trying to get that done for too. But it didn't happen.
And it's not too late, but a portrait of Jewel, it's shaped kind of just like a portrait of my mother, like
Yes.
your friends, you know,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
should be up in there.
Right in front of the cafe.
Right in
Go
there,
put it on
in
the
front of the
front.
cafe.
Yeah.
Gonna put it on the front of the building?
So yeah, he's
Are we talking about inside the building?
Inside.
inside
Inside.
the cafe because
On the floor.
that's where she really loved and she felt so comfortable. And Jewel would just sit there, she'd eat, take a nap, wake up, you
Make
make
you
again.
Make you eat.
That's right. Eat and do
Make
Start all over again.
Then start all over again. Then whatever's left on Saturday, Jewel wait and I pack up everything that's left over.
Yeah.
Jewel gonna take it, and she,
Yes.
Jewel was just like that, and she wasn't taking it mostly for herself.
Yes.
She would take it to people.
Yes.
Say, whatever, I got people, I can feed people. People help me, and so I want to help
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
She was available to everybody and she was a servant. of mankind,
There we go.
thus to God.
Every day somebody's gonna remember something.
More than one.
But you remember this? You remember that? Because it was so, she lived a complete, a full, a total life.
Yes,
And everybody has something to remember
yes,
her by. And,
yes.
What did you hear about Jerry? Have you heard about Jerry? Did you hear about Jerry? Well, a great God Almighty, that's my working man's friend. Did you hear about Jerry? Do you know about Jerry? Have you heard about Jerry? Well, a great God Almighty, that's my working man's friend. Well, my old Jerry is an Arkansas mule, been everywhere and he ain't no fool. Work get heavy, old Jerry gets slow. Pull so much and won't pull no more. Did you hear about Jerry? Have you heard about Jerry now? Well, do you know about Jerry? Hey now, great God Almighty, that's my working man's friend.